All right, what's up, guys? Can you hear me? What's going on? All right. All right, cheers. Nice to see you guys. So, yeah, today we are here to welcome the big news about the BNC transferring and the Bootstrap. So, we got a deck here. So, let me show you today the big step that we're stepping forward. We are actually already cooperated with the Karura decks, and we are able to open the Bootstrap in actually 1.5 hours. And we are going to open the BNC transfer in 2 days, right? So yeah, let's go through it. We don't actually want to waste too much of time. Uh, the SLP actually will launched in September 16th in 2021. That's the big step that we did in the 3 months that we actually onboarded the Kusama power chain, right? So we actually supported, you know, 5 power chain indeed. The first one that would be the Bifrost power chain, and the second one is the Basilic and the Alta, Kintsugi, and Parallel. Okay, that's actually a recap of the statue data of the SLP supporters, and they actually get the accumulated about 15,000 Kusama in total from the SLP contribution. So, which means the Bifrost power chain has already issued about 15,000 VS Kusama and VS bound as a derivative. As you can see, there are 1,328 address, which means these contributors have contributed to the power chain they like in these four power chains. So that's actually a big win for power chains and Bifrost ourselves. So we actually can name it the Trump that is the back-to-back solution for power chains and the and the Kusama holders. They can bonding their Kusama with the liquidity. So all 5 supported power chains, they've all won the power chains auctions. So that's the big news, or actually that's a big, marvelous result for us, and we are very happy to announce that. So the total minted derivative and the total minted underlying Kusama is 151,000 Kusama. And that's a big number after we launched the SLP. And the total value locked have been raised about 54 million dollar cap. So yeah, that's actually a short recap about the SLP, about what we did before the BNC transfer opening. So right, so let's get into the topic today. So actually, where we at now that we after we launched the the 3 months of the Pajama Power Chain. So we did a lot in the governance democracy, right? And if you're familiar with Bifrost, we actually did the now is this 11th proposal, and the democracy proposal, and you can vote it now for the BNC transferring in the Bifrost dashboard. So in the Bifrost power chain. So yeah, here is the enabling of BNC transfer. If you go to our power chain side, and you can actually, if you have if you have BNC, you can easily vote for it, and it will actually activate it in actually 2 days, right? So we welcome the exciting moment is the listing about the BNC. The big step we chose to do is we choose to list in a DEX of Karura. So that's actually the first ever of this kind in Kusama ecosystem. So And we have to say that's the first use case ever to do the cross chain between two power chains in the Kusama ecosystem. So that's actually the generation of opening the Kusama interoperation, right? The motivation we want to do that is that we have to say that's the first time that right that is actually the exciting moment for us. And the mechanism of the listing the new pool for BNC and kUSD will be the Bootstrap listing, which means Bootstrap is actually a period to secure the liquidity in order to avoid the risk of the impediment loss for liquidity provider. So during the time of the locking, you cannot actually unbounding or take out your liquidity. And after that, you will you will open the trading of the BNC and the kUSD. So that's the mechanism of it. And liquidity mining, I don't need to explain it more. If you actually provide the liquidity in the pool and you can take out the LP token after the bootstrap over, and you can, input your LP token into the liquidity mining pool, and you will get the reward from it. And I will explain it later with the price. So list the bootstrap parameters during the bootstrap, as I said, and note and trading can only be enabled once the following criteria are met. The first one is the time. During the block time, that's it shows in here is the uh, 700 sorry 95. So the block time, it will actually be the 21st at October 21st at 2:30 p.m. UTC time. I will recap and review the time at the final. And the other one is either the pool has 20,000 BNC or 100,000 kUSD in the liquidity, so it will open up the trading. Yeah, so Bootstrap, actually, we will explain in more detailedly. It will start actually in 1.5 hours from now, and to the 2 days actually it's 48 hours later. And no trading is allowed. It's allowed during this period, and you can contribute liquidity for BNC or kUSD, or you can contribute both of them as a pair, and the actual exchange rate will be known once the bootstrap is complete, which means you will have the trading price after the bootstrap over. And contribute liquidity, you can get LP tokens. You can inject your LP token to the mining pool and get the price of the mining reward. So I want to mention about the place. Be aware of various risks of being a liquidity provider. If you don't know what is DeFi, if you don't know what is liquidity provide, and please don't touch it, because it has unpredicted risk, a high risk you will bear with. So yeah, let's go through the liquidity mining you might interested in. The total price is 200,000 BNC and 25,000 KR rewards in 3 days linearly release. And the loyalty bonus is 60 or 70%. This actually is a collab protecting module, I think. Yeah, which means that, for example, if you provide the liquidity for 2 months, and the first month you will get full price for your liquidity reward, which means they are 100% of your reward. But in the second month, if you create the liquidity, if you take your liquidity out from the pool, and you will bear some liquidity, you will bear some loyalty cost, which is the 70% of your reward will be, discounted, and you will only get 30% at the second month of the reward. So that's the loyalty bonus. If you take it out, it out, you will bear the you will bear the loyalty cost. The reward is expected to run for 3 months in line release, and the reward amount is expected to be adjusted on a monthly basis. As I explained it, if the first month you still hope, if you still deposit your liquidity, but in the second month you know undeposit it, and you will bear the loyalty bonus in the second month. All right, here actually is a chart about the liquidity mining expectation, but just roughly, you know, for overview, which means the bigger of the pool size and the lesser, or we can say less of your share will be, and the less of your reward will be. So at the beginning, you will have high reward, high return if you deposit your position in the pool, and you will have a big share. But during the time and during the pool size bigger and bigger, and you price and you reward will also be squeezed. So actually that will actually be a obvious reward in this 200,000 BNC and 20,000 kUSD as reward, the pool size, right? All right, finally, I want to emphasize the several things. It's the timeline. The Bootstrap will roughly start from one and hours after today, and until the 21st of October at roughly 2:30 p.m. I think. And the second one is the BNC transfer will roughly open at also at 21st of September at UTC at 2 p.m. Sorry, 2 a.m. And cross-chain transfer your BNC to Karura for Bootstrap and liquidity mining. I will explain it, and I will show you a demo after this presentation, or you can go straight to the Bifrost app and to try it out. And liquidity mining will start after the Bootstrap with 200,000 BNC as reward and 25,000 KR as reward in 3 months. So yeah, that's all the things I want to emphasize with. So yeah, thanks for your time. That's very exciting moment for us. And now is the time that I show you how to do the cross chain. And let's go to the Bifrost app. Sorry, let me take a moment, and we can do that. Right. All right, here we go. So, okay, if you go to the Bifrost app, and we go to we started, and the first page you can check your BNC balance. If you have BNC, and you can transfer it and cross-chain it to the Karura power chain. So what we need to do is go to a wallet and cross-chain the BNC. So we can cross out and to the Karura and choose your address you want to cross out. That's going to be the want to transfer all of my BNC right here. So let me confirm it. Actually, Bifrost have this flexible fee module. If you don't have enough BNC, you can also use the KSM as the power chain fee, but please, oh, sorry, but please make sure you have the BNC to do cross-chain. Let's try one. All right, we got you. So yeah, we can see here's the receipt. We received the one BNC, and yeah, that's the Karura dApp, and we can see your balance in the wallet. Now we have what one BNC, and I've already got the kUSD. So how to get the kUSD? You need to go to swap, and you can swap some kUSD, or you can do the actually they have actually the mint kUSD, right? So you can go to mint kUSD to collateral and dab some kUSD. So yeah, that's actually the cross-chain module, cross-chain function that we've already cross-chained the BNC, and I also have the kUSD as the pair to deposit in the Bootstrap pool, but it haven't started yet. So please wait about 1 hour, and you will get into it. So yeah, today that's all I want to show you about. Hopefully, I've clarified all the things, important things I need to I need to I need to tell with. So if you have any question, please let me know in the comments. And someone asked me about the what about DOT, right? What about the DOT power chain for Bifrost Finance, right? Actually, yeah, of course. Actually, we will launch the VS DOT in SLP for different power chain candidates in Polkadot's auction. That's absolutely. And yeah, we will also bid for the power chain in Polkadot from the first one. So stay tuned in our forum. If you don't know where's the forum, please go to the forum. So by for self finance, you can follow up or news right here. And yeah, cross chain working good, right? So we'll be able to use all of our vested BNC. Um, you only can transfer you free balance BNC, but vesting will be actually start vested from the moment that BNC open up the transferring. So that's going to be the 2 days after. When Bootstrap start, 1 hour, about 1 hour after. So it will start soon. Get ready for it. And win SLP for the other Kusama auction. Oh yeah. So yeah, Kusama just announced the news today, I think. The Kusama power chain will be beat one by one in 1 week time, I think. So um the next one we will also support it by SLP. Please stay tuned for it. So okay, WinSex, right? Centralized exchange. Yeah, it will only be automatically listing after we open up the transferring of BNC. Yeah, you can see here the referenda of the opening the BNC transfer will be activated in 1 day and 8 hours. That's going to be the 21st. Yeah, the 21st of the date. So I'll be aware of the time. You can click the mention for it. Right. So, all right, guys. Stay up for the 1 hour later, and you can cross chain and inject your liquidity in the Bootstrap pool. Yeah, that's all we got. Cheers, guys. Dismiss, right?